Welcome back to another episode of Access Code Podcast, hosted by yours truly. If my mama's watching, Cody. To everybody else, Code. And this is going to be my 2024 bold prediction show. Last year, I had my lovely bride, my beautiful wife, Karisma, and wife.
Hey guys.
And so I should go ahead and bring her back for another one.
Happy to be back.
Of course, you my number one guest.
Of course, I know the people love me.
Yeah.
I feel like they do at least.
Yeah. And so we just giving it to you guys.
Straight with no chaser.
That's right. And if we look a little different, we've been upgrading. We have. So
who knows? Maybe, hopefully, you guys can tell the difference. We definitely can.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you guys appreciate the new updates.
Right. So we're just gonna get into some things. Go over what I got wrong and right from last year's prediction show. That is on YouTube, and of course, like I mentioned earlier, Karisma was on that episode from last year.
Okay.
And we're gonna do some predictions for this year. And before we end off the episode, things I do not want to see no more, things that don't need to be happening into the new year. But none of y'all gonna listen to me, so we're just gonna keep it a buck. But hey, I'm gonna still say it. It's my show. And everything like that. Before we get started, how have you been?
I'm doing really good, y'all.
Okay.
Happy it's 2024.
Yes. New year. I'm not gonna say new year, new me, but new year.
How have you been?
I've been blessed. Blessed with the opportunity. Real quick, I do want to say this though. Last year, you guys, it was tough for me to get back into the swing of things. But to everyone who was a guest on my show, who followed the show, who listened, who viewed it on YouTube, shared it with your friends and families, whatever. I want to thank you guys so much. You guys made a year that I didn't even know if I was going to even continue doing. And that was one of my best years creatively. And this year, I'm looking to even achieve more into the next year. Yeah, it's going up from here. We're gonna do it big. And so I cannot wait to talk to some brand new people. I can't wait to have some guests that I already had on back onto the show and everything. Been setting some things up. I just haven't set dates yet.
Yeah.
And only
So
just
be on the lookout, y'all.
Just be patient. But we're going to get this thing going. So March will be my 3rd year anniversary. And we got big things planned for it. Actually, I don't even really have anything planned.
I don't know why I was about to say, like, big things popping.
Oh, yeah. And little shit stopping. Because I am grown from the last time. From the beginning.
Okay.
We'll say that. All right. So what I'm going to start off with from last year's prediction show. Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk about the things I got wrong. Let's get that out the way first. I didn't do great on my predictions, but
what were you going to tell?
Yeah, I'm gonna go by.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, okay. So these are the things I got wrong. Okay.
I don't know anything.
Well,
with the outlines,
isn't that so
guys,
funny?
I am here as a guest, so y'all are hearing the same.
You the guest host.
I mean,
yeah,
but it's your show.
It is true.
But I'm hearing this the first time, like y'all. So keep in mind.
How can I forget? Because I have Rachel Black's crew neck. Thank you, Rachel, for the crew neck. You guys should go get one. But I do want to say congratulations to her. She made top 5 on the Cheer Choice Awards.
Congratulations,
I've been voting
Rachel.
every day as I could. I hope obviously you guys did because she's in there. So congratulations to Rachel. You got this. And I can't wait to see more things from you. But yeah, y'all definitely cop a crew neck. You know what I'm saying? We looking good. And if she's looking good over here too. I
have my brand on. I'm gonna do a relaunch, so guys, just be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Yes.
For real. All right. So things that I had gotten wrong. So I said if Cardi B doesn't release an album this year, which I said last year, she won't release one at all. I don't know how I said that because I'm thinking like damn, we've been waiting for this since 2018.
I think she's gonna release something this year. Like I feel like she has to. Not mainly, but because Nicki released, y'all. Like, if you guys don't know, she released Pink Friday 2. Sorry. She released it in December. A lot of people have liked it. It's gotten really good reviews.
Yeah.
Myself included. I love the album. I'm not like a real like Cardi versus Nicki thing. Like, I like them both individually for what they both bring to hip hop and rap. So I really do hope that Cardi does release a project, like she had a lot of really big singles and not singles. What could you say? Features. Last year, 2023, and like the year before.
Right.
So like she has like the buzz around her, even though she hasn't made music. She's still hot.
Right.
So if she was to drop something, it's still gonna go crazy. So hopefully she does drop something.
I think she will. Especially
it's now
tough.
Her and Offset are on the outs.
Yeah, and you know they
So
they still doing some things behind the scenes, but well, I mean they married or
Yeah,
you know whatever.
they are married.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think it's one of those cases where could be a Lauryn Hill situation. I think I'm gonna tell you right now the reason.
I like a one and done.
Yeah, reason, and I'm not saying. And here's the thing: regardless of anything, she's still gonna be her. It's not gonna stop though. She's one of those people where if she doesn't come out with another project ever, it's not going to be like, oh, you flopped or no, because she's always going to be out there making brand deals and making herself relevant. Even if it's a single
but
and
we
stuff.
do want her to make.
Of
music.
course. And the reason why we're saying this is because that first album was so good.
Right.
And because here's the thing. What rapper you know that had a bad first album was so bad people was like, oh.
I mean, and I can understand too how Cardi feels because she really is under such a large amount of pressure.
Right.
Because of that first album, how well it did. I mean, she got a Grammy for it.
Yeah.
Best rap album at that.
Right.
So I can understand where she's like, you know, like I want to release music, but she's probably like, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
And you know what? I'm
Because
actually
she
okay
doesn't
with
want to
that.
have like the whole, what's it called? Like
The sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I respect it. So, but I said that just because I'm thinking, dang, I really thought last year was going to be the year. But it's cool. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm okay of getting that one wrong. So the next thing I got wrong, I said Glorilla will win a Grammy. I ain't gonna lie. She had the momentum.
But isn't she nominated? Was that last year?
That was last year. I don't know if she's nominated this year.
Oh, yeah, because...
Fuck Nigga Free.
That was last year.
And I was thinking that, I thought that was going to be it.
I'm not going to lie. Because I saw this kind of... I know this is not our typical podcast.
Right.
But people were saying that, like, Sexy Red kind of took over...
The momentum.
Glorilla's momentum.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Because it went from, like, no offense to them, but it kind of went from, like, the hood girl until, like... the ratchet, nasty kind of girl.
You know what's so crazy? I think what happened was, I think people felt the way about that whole assistant thing where she wasn't gonna pay people a whole lot.
You think?
Because
you think that's what it really ruined it?
It could have been that. Okay, I'm not saying that she moved down. I'm just saying.
Question.
What?
Even though this is not about her, is Sexy Red signed to a label like,
I don't
like you know, like the same type of label that like Glorilla's on, or like a QC, like one of them type of labels?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
never really paid attention to her. I don't think she is. If you, I don't think the reason why I don't think she is because I feel like we would have been knowing that.
You're right. Because I feel like they would have been like
because people definitely because at the time with people having that buzz, you want to claim that. You know. I don't think the people are gonna be like, no, we're not gonna put that out. But yeah, I think she did, and I think Sexy Red's beats are harder. But who knows? Shit, maybe I can make a prediction.
Oh, she's with some label called Gamma.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them.
Okay.
At all. They may have worked with.
It was founded by Larry Jackson, which is a former. I remember him. I do remember that man.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So this one is gonna be real quick because I only said this because this is really my favorite wrestler. With everything that's going on, Adam Cole was gonna be Ring of Honor champion. Reason why I said this because that's where he started. Not where he started, but that's where he really got to be himself, his character, and how he was able to. Well, he is hurt, but he's in AEW, and AEW also has ownership of Ring of Honor. And since they really wasn't at the time when I made this prediction, he wasn't really prominent on the card, like real, like he was there, but he wasn't like that nigga. Mm-hmm. If we keeping it a buck,
he's still not there, right?
Oh wait, no, I'm not saying he's not. He actually towards the end, he's in the biggest feud right now. Even though he's hurt, he revealed himself as the devil. One of the things is now I don't want to get too technical with the wrestling shit, but I said that just because I thought, well, if he's not going to be top of AEW, then maybe he can get the buzz from Ring of Honor. But Ring of Honor don't really have that buzz no more. I'm just also saying that. I said Luka Doncic was going to be MVP. I don't know why I said that. I just didn't think it was going to be Giannis or Who won it last year?
Oh,
Was
so this
it?
is sports day?
Well, no, a lot of these are just mixed in. I just
Okay.
kind of do that. I said that student loans was going to be canceled
You
all
lied.
together.
So, well, some people's student loans
Some,
did get
but
canceled.
until
Mine, when it first came out, I was like, oh, my
Bet.
stuff getting canceled. I got the Pell Grant.
Right.
And then Supreme Court was like, nah.
Yeah.
So I'm back to paying student loans.
Right. I said USC was gonna make the playoffs in football. I just thought it was gonna happen, and they definitely got that wrong for me. Losing 5 games and all that. This nigga Caleb Williams got a penthouse, and everybody was like, why Reggie Bush don't got his Heisman back?
Because he got the NIL deal, right?
Oh, he got multiple. This nigga, I mean, think of it like this: when's the last time you seen a college football player have a Wendy's and a Dr. Pepper's commercial? Just saying. And last thing I got wrong, and I didn't think all the way through about this.
Okay.
I said Beyonce was gonna have the biggest tour of last year.
She did, pretty much.
Well, but Taylor.
I don't count that white girl.
Okay, when I said that, I was talking about overall, and Taylor won.
Okay, so, but who had the bigger impact on the world?
We could say Beyonce.
Exactly. Beyonce had the whole.
Hey, hello. Hey, as long as if we can say that I'm right about that, I'm okay with that.
The entire country wearing silver. Silver metallic was the trend last year. That was Beyonce. Beyonce also had the #1 movie come out in December for her tour concert, selling out. That was Beyonce.
All right. Well, then if we're going by that, so can I say I'm
Beyonce
right?
is the standard. Yeah.
No, because I said she was gonna have the biggest.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna count that as right, because I mean my wife is here, so I can. If she said I'm right,
Yes.
I'm right.
He's right.
All right. Well, let's get to the other things I was right about. Okay.
Okay.
I real quick on wrestling. I said AEW will make his Oklahoma City debut. They did that on the 20th of December. I did not go to the show. Shout out to Mars Daly. I know you went to it, and I think he was on the front. Shout out to him. But no, I didn't go, but they made their debut. I do wish they would have made this debut years prior, because I would have really went, because at the time I really was into it. But too many fucking wrestling shows these days, so yeah. I said Tom Brady was going to retire. He was going to retire. And he did.
He did.
And finally, he laid it to
never
rest.
came back.
Never came back. And we're going to keep it that way, because his old ass don't need to be on the field no more. I said the WWE Hall of Fame was going to be a physical location. I'm half right. Because technically they have a museum in Saudi Arabia with all of the, I was going to say artifacts. Some of the memorabilia from old wrestlers and shit like that.
But I feel like that's not even something that Vince did. I feel like that was just some rich.
No,
I feel like
he's
that
in the
was
bed
some-
with the Saudis.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just some rich person that recommended that, to be honest.
Well, like I said, that's as close as we can get.
Okay.
I said Aaron Rodgers was going to leave the Packers. I was right about that shit, and I bet his ass wish he
Aaron
didn't.
Rodgers in trouble right now too because of the statement. What you remember what he said about Jimmy Kimmel and how Jimmy Kimmel was like, "I'm gonna." You didn't hear what he said?
No.
So you know about the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing.
Yeah,
So I guess it was like some fake documents where it had basically Jimmy Kimmel's name on it, and so Aaron Rodgers I think was on the Pat McAfee show or something.
Oh yeah, shout out to Pat.
Well, he was saying some shit where he was basically talking about Jimmy Kimmel, kind of insinuating that, you know, he was with Jeffrey Epstein. Jimmy Kimmel responded was like, "This is completely false." And it's long story short, he said, "Keep your mouth shut or I will sue you."
Aaron Rodgers said that.
No.
Jimmy said that to him.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Oh damn. I did not know about that.
And then I think the Pat McAfee show basically issued an apology on behalf of, not on behalf of like Aaron Rodgers, basically saying like, you know, we don't really agree with what he was saying.
With that being said, y'all.
And I guess I didn't really know this. I guess Aaron Rodgers is kind of controversial.
Yeah, he
with
is.
his takes about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And people was like, and this is so messed up. People were like, "This is why your family don't fuck with you."
Oh yeah, that's kind of true.
So they don't.
No, and this, I feel like Aaron. I think Aaron really is an a-hole behind the scenes. I mean, think of like all the
his
women.
relationship never lasts.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. He Aaron Rodgers is the closest thing to a white man that also date other white people, like how Jerry Seinfeld had some baddies on Seinfeld. He had some baddies. Danica Patrick, Shailene, is it Shailene Woodley? I think that's
He was
and then Olivia Munn. And I'm like, you're a football player. How'd you fumble all of those? So, and the last thing that I got right, because I technically will count it. Okay. My 2023 show wise will be bigger than 2022, and I feel like that was it. So yeah, so let's get into this year. Now it's gonna be some sports, it's gonna be some hip hop, and if you have some predictions of your own that you think is gonna happen, and this is the world, like you don't have to. It could be personal, it could be whatever. If you want to add some things, you're more than welcome to.
I just glanced at your list.
Okay,
that shit look lengthy. You got a lot of predictions.
Well, maybe I feel like the sentences.
Okay, you are sentences.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, it's just like, you know how it get cut off.
Okay. I'm gonna say, are those all bullets? Like, geez.
Well, I didn't put it. I should have put it in bullets. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with some sports because everybody. Okay, first of all, this coming up year for college football, it's about to be wild as hell. This is.
I 100% agree. I think mainly just because
that wasn't even a prediction.
Sorry.
No, you're right though. Go ahead.
I think it's gonna be interesting just because with all these schools. Now going into different conferences.
Right.
Is that what you were going to say?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, I was going to apply that.
I'm sorry.
So, no, you're fine. Two meanings. Two meanings, y'all. But listen, I said OU because OU's going to the SEC. They're playing 8 conference games in the SEC. I have a prediction. This is where we started at. They're going 4-4. I have the OU.
You think they're gonna go 4-4
in the conference?
Oh, okay, but not overall.
No, because they play 12 games.
Okay.
So the reason why is because here's the thing: we should really all put the ball low. We don't want to set the high expectations because this is not the Big 12 you're playing against.
So I don't know all the teams in the SEC.
That's
but
true.
Tell me what teams that you feel like they're gonna lose to.
Okay, actually, yeah. Let me pull up OU's 2024 schedule. Give me a second, y'all. Best part about it is I can edit this part out.
Yeah, because we don't have to go to.
Well, I'm not doing the random games. I'm doing like the real ones. Okay.
Who they gonna lose
to?
Georgia.
Well, no. They're not playing Georgia.
Okay.
So they are playing Alabama.
They're gonna lose.
That's the one I had. They're playing LSU in Baton Rouge.
They're gonna lose. Because is that coach still there?
Who?
That coach for LSU?
No, he's the coach. Oh, from OU.
No, from LSU.
Yeah, he been gone, boo.
LSU.
Yeah, he been gone. It's a new coach, a newer coach.
I like his voice.
Yeah. Funny enough, he actually coached at Miami when The Rock was there. Auburn. I think that was the one in Texas. Damn, I don't remember the ones I said. I just said they going 4-4 because they got some tough ass opponents still. Like This is not the same. Even here's the thing: in that bowl game they just played in against Arizona, Jackson Arnold, the quarterback, and I had said good things about him. I'm like, well, shit, I think that he might be the new guy. He threw 3 interceptions, and they also fumbled the football 3 times, 6 turnovers total. And mind you,
what was it? 3
interceptions and 3 fumbles.
So how many total?
6.
6 times 7. That's 42 points you could have got her.
I forgot. Y'all, she is clever at this. Once I told her.
And that's me including the field goal.
The extra point, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all, when we was
I first did that one time with Baker, y'all.
Yeah, it was Christmas of 2021 or 2022, one of them years.
He had like 10. I said, so he could have got y'all 70 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let him go.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
And it's funny enough, they lost to Arizona, which now is going to be a Big 12 school. So look at these SEC teams can't even keep up with the Big 12. I'm just saying. But no, I'm still. And you know what's so crazy? Y'all gonna have to prove me wrong. That's the thing. 4-4 SEC play. All right, so I said that Megan Thee Stallion will drop her most vulnerable album yet so far.
I think she is for sure.
And I feel like it's going to be fire regardless how she delivers.
I feel like she is too, especially with her dropping Cobra.
Yeah.
And I was like, especially
I feel like it's a good introduction
and
for
plus too, she's independent now.
Yes.
So she has
funding her own shit.
Well, plus that, and plus she has full creative control on what she's going to do. So this would be really good for her.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to it to see like what she's going to say, like if she's going to kind of have like the kind of beef that we kind of like in hip hop, because in Nicki's project, she kind of took shots at her with the whole, she messed with her assistants, Christopher Reeves.
Yeah.
So I really hope that, it's a like friendly little banter where, Megan taking shots at Nicki. So I hope that we really get that.
Yeah, and I think that's what. And you know what's so crazy?
It's good competition.
As long as it's on, just stay music. None of it gets outside of the music,
right,
and stuff like that. As long as there's no messy shit that happened at the award shows, anything like that. So as long as we keep it rap. But with that being said, I do think she's going to drop her most vulnerable project. I think she's still got a lot of momentum and a lot of brand deals because when she just got Planet Fitness, she just did that and everything. So I think
she has a deal with Nike, a collaboration.
Yeah, that's right. So I think
and she did like a brief thing recently with Mean Girls.
Yeah, and she's on the soundtrack if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think this is gonna be a most vulnerable one because she got a lot to say. This one I don't think she's gonna rush because I feel like even though that project was good, what was it called?
Good News?
Not Good News, the one after that, Traumatized.
Oh.
I do think that one was. I just need to get this album out the way to get off this label, but it was still a good project regardless.
Right.
So I think this one's gonna be one of her best work, but it will be her most vulnerable. All right. Well, right now, even though that the last time that they played, they lost 2 in a row, but the Oklahoma City Thunder will make the playoffs. I'm sticking behind it. They number 2 in the West. I can't see them starting to lose for real. And I'm gonna even throw an extra one in there. They're gonna make it out the first round. We gonna finally get them out the first round.
Let's hope so. Come on, Thunder.
Come on, y'all. Thunder up.
They voted to get a new freaking arena.
Yeah, and so. And for y'all to say that people shouldn't say we when you describing the teams, I'm paying taxes on that building, so I'm on that fucking team. Just throwing that out. Colorado will make a bowl game. They started before prom, 1 game. With prom, 4 games. They just need to win 2 more.
Okay.
And they're coming to the Big 12 too. Also throw that out. So
Deion Sanders has again a lot of eyes on him again this year too because granted they did do better than what they did previously before he was the coach, but it still was not good enough.
That's true.
They only won 4 games.
That's true. But still, it's still an improvement. And they got that offensive lineman. Hold
on. Aren't they now part of the Big 12?
Yeah.
So so we're gonna play them. So oh my God. That'd be a great OSU game to go to if they ever played them.
Well, they are playing OSU, but they're playing in Colorado. They won't play OSU in Stillwater until either 2026 or 2027. One of them 2 years. They're not in the same division basically. So you can because with all these teams, you're not gonna play everybody. That's the reason why OU and Georgia ain't playing.
Gotcha.
Themselves. All right. Speaking of which, because we talked about the Paycom Center. So this year, you guys, as we're recording this, Drake and J. Cole is going to be having 2 shows at the Paycom Center, as well as Nicki Minaj in May. With that being said, my prediction, we're going to have more hip hop shows and R&B as well at the Paycom Center. I think now we're going to get more of the people. So when they see these things, people are going to start booking the Paycom Center more. We can get more entertainers.
Because honestly, I honestly do feel like that is what a lot of artists should be doing instead of these artists really trying to get these arenas. A lot of y'all, let's be honest, don't really have the fan base to really be packing out these larger arenas. So you really should be coming to smaller markets like Oklahoma City to at least get your feet wet. Like, you don't always have to come to Paycom, but you can come to the Criterion. And a lot of times y'all don't even want to do that thinking y'all are bigger than that, but y'all can't sell tickets.
Because internationally, you should be able to be big everywhere. And
because it shows, because y'all be like, hey, I'm going on tour, and then you cancel tour dates. Because your venues aren't selling.
And so, hey, even with last year, Rod Wave, even when he went on tour with Ari Lennox and stuff like that, Kevin Gates came here again. Kendrick back in 2022, best show. At least in that building, to me.
And he's a Grammy Award artist. And he's doing
matter of fact, as Karisma was mentioning, even if to get your feet wet, go to the Criterion, go to Tower Theater, go to Pony Boy, go to all these other smaller venues to kind of come up. Because guess what Kendrick did when he was really getting out there? Him, Schoolboy Q, they was at Camps. Camps is a restaurant on Classen. As well as Big Crit, as well as all these other artists.
I think too, maybe people should also understand too, even some of the bigger artists aren't doing stadiums.
Yeah,
because I feel like they don't think they can sell them out. Of course, a Beyonce can.
Yeah,
but
because,
somebody like a Travis Scott, who I won a Grammy, right?
No, he hasn't.
Who hasn't? But what he's
Grammy nominated.
Even like a Drake, right? Drake ain't doing stadiums. He ain't doing AT&T Center. He's doing American Airlines.
Yeah, because
he's doing Paycom. Because granted, he's a big artist, but you never know. He might not be able to sell out a stadium. Let's keep it above.
Well,
by himself?
right. We'll have to be in places that he's well known. Like I can see him selling out. What's it? Sky Dome or whatever is in Toronto.
But I feel like you should have to be able to do that everywhere, not just in select cities.
That's true.
For you to be able to do a stadium tour.
But here's the thing. Okay. Also, I'm gonna throw this out because I'm about to tell you something. I don't know if this is gonna be shocking to you. I don't think Jay-Z could sell out a stadium. I love Jay. I'm not trying.
I don't think. I feel like he could at his prime. Maybe his keynote.
Because think about the people that do stadium shows. They give you a show. I don't want to. Like Kendrick can do stadiums now because he's giving you production. I love Jay, but Jay by himself couldn't do. Now if he brought like how he did that time with Eminem when they did the stadium.
How about this? Name 5 artists today who are still producing music that can sell out a stadium. That is not Beyonce and Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. We got Kendrick.
Stadium?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's up there now.
Okay.
It's Travis, and I'm going by people who give production because I'm not paying over. If I'm a fan, I'm not paying over a certain amount for a nigga to just walk in back and forth on stage at a stadium. I need lights, fire, all these things. So it's Drake. Oh, not Drake. I'm sorry. Travis Scott, Kendrick. Damn. I was gonna say Nicki, but I don't know if she's up there yet.
Because
she's still doing
Nicki's doing arenas, and mind you, even when
she canceled her tour that one time.
last time because she wasn't telling.
Damn.
It's not a lot of artists. I feel like
it's really not. As a headliner.
The Weeknd.
Yeah,
the Weeknd can do
I was thinking purely like.
I mean, he's black. I mean, we mentioned.
Yeah, he does production of his shows. He did stadiums,
but it's really not a lot.
It's not. It's really not. The thing about it is the.
And you know what, y'all? There's really nothing wrong with that.
That's not.
No one says that you have to sell out a stadium. Know who your audience is and know who your core fan base is. You can still make money. People will still come to your shows. And I feel like anyway, if you have smaller venues, you have a greater chance of you actually selling out and making money instead of losing money.
Right.
So don't ever think like, oh, I'm too big for that. You're not.
Nah, you're not. You're not. So, but it's this. The chances are slim.
I want them to be more self-aware.
Yeah, but I do think we're gonna get that more. My man Stove Got Cooks. I think we're getting an album this year, and this album will be worth the wait. His last project was real good, Reasonable Drought, produced by Rock Marciano. This was gonna be the Griselda release. I think
like Reasonable Doubt, but he said Reasonable Drought.
Yeah, because I mean the whole album was about like
rain.
No.
Oh, what? Weed, drugs.
Drugs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, like he has a song called Cocaine Cologne. I love, and that project was. No skips. He didn't even have no guest features, but this one I think is gonna be worth the wait for real.
Okay.
It's speaking of albums, we're gonna say this because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For the mainstream, I don't want to say local or nothing. Mainstream hip hop albums, and this was the last year was the 50th year of hip hop, and these albums were not as good collectively. There were some good projects. Larry dropped 2 great projects. Nicki, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Who else had some fire projects?
Let me see.
No, it's kind of hard to tell because I had just downloaded some old albums that I was like, damn, I had this album in my phone.
Like he mentioned, Nicki Minaj dropped a really good project.
Westside Gun had one. Oh, Victoria. She's not hip hop.
I like Offset's album.
Yeah, Offset dropped a good project. Yeah. Killer Mike, who I predict, I can even just throw this in. I think he's gonna win hip hop Grammy of the Year. I mean, and don't get me wrong, it was a few people, that had something, but collectively from all y'all, it wasn't really hitting like that. But I predict this year it's gonna be a turnaround.
I hope so.
So I'm hoping all y'all do that for real. Now I have one. because we mentioned about her a few times already. Nicki Minaj, I think she's winning our first Grammy this year. I think the Barbie record with her and Ice Spice is going to win.
Because it is Grammy Award winning.
Nominated, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Nominated, and Barbie was such a big movie.
It was a big movie. So I'm just telling y'all, one of them
And you know
awards,
what? And I really do hope that.
I hope it happens for her.
I really hope it does too, especially too. Nicki Minaj has always been like she's Barbie, like it's Barbie bitches. So
that would be what perfect person,
right? That would be so amazing and so special.
That's why she wasn't in the movie.
If her first Grammy was a song about the Barbie movie,
right? And then I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world,
which is even cool too that she had said that they asked her to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really hope that she does get that because she totally deserves it. Despite I don't always agree with
everything she do,
but I cannot. I can never.
But she be rapping her ass off when she's motivated.
I can never say that she's not talented. She can't rap. Her wordplay is amazing. Like I said, I love Pink Friday too. Play it all the time. So definitely, I'm not a Barb. I wouldn't say, but I'm definitely a Nicki fan.
Yeah. And last thing in the Young Money family, Lil Wayne. I think he's good. I'm going to predict that he's getting the 2025 Super Bowl because it's going to be in New Orleans. He has mentioned on interviews that he wants to be the headline halftime performer.
I don't think that's going to happen. His lyrics are too.
Well, no. He's pretty. Everybody loves him. So and he's not going to give you. He's not going to do Lollipop. He'll do like a million. And then.
But he curses in his lyrics.
That's not going to stop
vulgar.
him from doing it.
But he's very vulgar. Though. I don't really see that happening.
Okay. Well, hey, we agree to disagree. We'll see. And so for my show, I predict a major person. I don't know who. And when I say major, I'm talking about oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
From Fergie.
Yeah. I predict a major person will be on my show. It would be something where it happens. But I'm gonna put that out just because I feel like it can. Next prediction, I feel like I'm going to get to 100 episodes this year. I think this is going to be the year, which means I have to do some work.
Well, the beginning of the year.
We're in the beginning of the year, and I got some things lined up. Like I said, I just got to get them done, and then if we could just keep it pushing. And I think if I do that, that'll be the most episodes I've done in the year since maybe my first year. Okay. So that's what we're shooting for, but we're going for 100, y'all. We're going for 100. And the last one for my show will be the most I will be one of the most I should say recognizable podcasts in the state of Oklahoma. I'm talking about to the point where y'all gonna know who Access Code is and y'all gonna love Access Code. And this is to the people who may not be too familiar with me, and I get it. I'm not familiar with everybody not familiar with me, but you will be. And I feel like it's gonna be big things happening. I almost said big things popping. Look what you started. Big things popping. No, but for real, I do think my show is going
do it.
Okay, Chloe and Halle too, even though that wasn't that part. But no, for real, y'all, I really do think this is going to be one of my best years. Every year I feel like I progressed, and I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And I appreciate it because I couldn't have done it without y'all. I couldn't have done it without you as well. For real, you will be the first one, God, my mom, my family in Atlanta, everybody. But for real, this has been, I've been loving doing this. You guys don't understand like the journey and the times and the trials, the tears, and everything that creates for me to put into this show. I love doing this, and it just pushes me harder to knowing that I've been getting good reception, and I'm going to keep that. So that's what we're going out for. Last thing we're going to mention before we get out of here, things that need to be left in 2023 and beyond. But y'all not going to listen to me. I'm just going to throw that out, okay? So, first off, stop telling people about your bad sexual experiences. This is to everybody. I don't care when we get on social media, we hear about something that we don't need to know about and we didn't care to know in the first place. I don't understand why you telling this, like you making it seem like it's a flex in a way. Because of something not happening right or whatever. I wouldn't have put that out, just saying, because, whatever. When a scandal happens, so for example, like a Diddy or something, stop telling on yourself. Because everybody always want to play these, well, she's trying to do a money grab or oh, she waited this long.
No, I want them to keep saying stuff because it shows who you really are.
Actually, yeah, you got a good point. And that means that block button can...
A hit dog gon' holler.
Yeah. You're right. And so now, actually, you're right. For self-awareness, so people know, I'm not going to mess with this person.
Keep exposing yourself, please.
Yes. Okay. Let's see, I'm happy I had her on this episode. Okay. Stop with the pause. So, for real, y'all, we grown. That pause and no homo shit is middle school shit to me. We are grown. So, if I'm just talking or whatever, that pause shit does not apply to me.
And really, truly, y'all, it's 2024. No one cares if you're gay.
Yeah, I don't.
We got all the letters in the damn alphabet.
Right.
Like, you being gay, no one cares.
And even if you're not, stop worrying about them if that's the case.
And if you're not, no one cares.
Yeah, so
actually, you don't even have to tell me who you want to fuck, who you like. We don't care, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even understand like what has to be announced.
Right.
You have to come out. You're gay. Okay. Why are you telling me?
Okay, I don't have
like we don't come out as straight people. I'm straight.
Yeah.
So why? You know what I mean? Like,
but
be who you want to be. Love who you want to love. At the end of the day, it's you and your life. Do whatever makes you happy.
But for real, in these conversations with your homeboys or whatever, stop saying pause. It's weird. Especially if you over a certain age, it looks fucking weird now. Come on now, you still living in the old times. Bitch ass niggas.
It makes you sound like you're homophobic.
That's true. That too, whatever. You can start, you can start a conversation by giving someone their flowers. It doesn't have to be, this person doesn't get enough love, or one day we're going to have this conversation. You can start the conversation. If you feel the need to give somebody praise, you ain't got to wait till everybody else give praise for that person to get praise. Give people their flowers when they deserve it. So, I don't want these one day we're going to have a conversation. We'll just start the fucking conversation. You know, whatever. And the last thing, I think it's the last thing. Oh, yeah, last thing. Muting tweets. This is what I mean. If you go online and you say some bullshit, that's going to have a bunch of people really like coming after you because you set their radar off. I don't want to go in there and the first thing you say, I'm going to mute this tweet because y'all wilding. You started this conversation.
Like you knew exactly what you were doing.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but
let's be honest. Let's be honest. The whole reason we tweet is to get a reaction.
Right.
You want people to comment.
Yeah.
You want people to agree. It's a retweet quote. That's the only reason you did it. Otherwise, you would have kept your damn opinion to yourself.
Exactly. Here's another thing, because I'm even saying this to myself, because I used to be like this. Everybody's not a comedian. Everyone's not a comedian. Not everyone is.
But I think the reason now people do it is because now you can actually monetize your tweets.
Yeah, and so actually, with that being said, because Karisma makes a good point. If you guys see someone say some shit that will piss you off, and you notice they have a check mark, but they're not anyone famous, don't interact with the tweet, because guess what? They making money because you're mad. Stop doing that.
Yeah, they're getting checks off.
Getting checks off you. Oh, and another thing. Sorry, y'all. Content creators actually exist. So if you don't like podcasting, don't interact with a podcast tweet or a screen recorded to your channel so everybody can laugh at it and stuff like that. Hate will get you a check these days. Not even joking. So just because you see someone with a tripod over at Target, well, somebody paying them.
You said a tripod?
Oh, I said tripod.
You did. See, look at you getting heated and shit. You said a tripod. Give it a tripod. That's funny.
If I didn't already have a name for this episode, it would have been that tripod.
Yeah.
If you see someone with a tripod,
there you go. Tripod.
No, but for real, if you see someone with a tripod, just move the fuck on. Let them do their thing. It's not affecting you.
Y'all, in this day and age, inflation, the economy, if people want to have a side hustle, create content, let them do it, because you know what, they making money.
Yeah.
And you know what, you not.
Yeah.
They are. So why are you hating?
Yeah. You tweeting and they going to the bank. 2024
is the year, y'all, of literally doing what the hell you want to do.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Life is too short. It's too precious.
Right. We live in a time where people are trying to be a boss. And they're going to find a way to be a boss, because we're not going to always live. No one's going to just sit by and be like, go to work, go to sleep, and do it all over again. People are going to find things to make them happy. And I encourage all that. So if you want to start that YouTube channel, start it. You want to start that podcast, start it. You want to make these TikToks, start them. Because somebody, you can build a following and all these things.
There's somebody for you.
Exactly.
Someone's going to like it.
Know your audience.
And it might not be people that you know. They might not fuck with it. and that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's someone out there that will.
Yeah, exactly.
Do what you want.
Exactly. And if anybody out there that's want to hate, because I'm sorry, but being a hater doesn't really get you nowhere, but get that person more of a way to keep doing their thing. So actually, matter of fact, I'll end it up like this. Let's just stop hating. Stop hating in 2024. You ain't got no reason to hate. Just let's be about love and positivity over here and everything like that. With that being said, do you have any last things you want to say before we get out of here?
No.
All right, y'all. Well, I love you guys because we started this episode and I got to mention it. I love you guys. I truly do. Thank you for Karisma to being on this week's episode.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.